Hey everybody, it's time for this week's Astro Oracle reading. But before we get into the reading, I have a fun special announcement. October 21st, myself and John Holland are hosting an event called Mystical Connections. We're doing a couple hours of amazing turbocharged mediumship and readings and awesome experience. John and I do this in live audiences in person, but we're going to be offering this online to people from all over the world. Tickets are selling out fast. Come and get them. If you're interested, call at Baron-Reid.com/mystical-connections. We're using the 7 Energies deck for the Astro Oracle reading this week. We're going to talk about Aries first. Aries has got the Call of the Muse, card 31. Card 10 is Close Encounters, and Into Me I See. So card number 8. And so what we have going here is the first card, which is the anchor card for the Aries personality, is all about your creativity and how you express that. So you're really in alignment with creativity this week. You have 2 cards here with energy 2, which is all about your personal relationships. This is beautiful because you have Close Encounters, all about intimacy, and Into Me I See, which is really about learning from those intimate encounters with others and having creative solutions for whatever comes up for you and other people. Great week for connections for Aries. Now let's take a look at Taurus. There we go. So Taurus is healing the heart, which is the energy 4, broken open, and a grand symphony. All 3 cards are energy 4, which is card of the heart. So it's 23, 28, and 27. This is a week where your emotions are going to be important. And know that there's opportunity for you to do some healing around some areas where you might have not dealt with grief from the past, or dealing with grief and loss that you kind of put on hold. So this is that one of those soft, focused week of vulnerability, and that getting into alignment and seeing all of these. When I say into alignment, it really talks about the magic of the mystical synchronicities that occur in your life, and you're going to see that this week. So I'm super excited about that for you. Now let's take a look at Gemini. Okay, Geminis. Very nice, and interesting. Very nice. Well, we'll see how nice this is. So this is a revealing, can be difficult week for the Gemini personality. So you have the first card, which is about I shine on behalf of the divine. So it's about the throat. It's about communication. You're the communicative sign in the zodiac. 34 is about opening to discovery. You are fascinating and curious, but you're also dealing with issues around shame. This could come up for you. I'm not saying that every Gemini is going to be dealing with this, but there's a sense of being exposed and revealed, and this is a sense of vulnerability that could cause you to feel uncomfortable. But the best part about this is it helps you get in a little deeper. It can be difficult to face this, but it doesn't have to be if you are using these first 2 energies of the first 2 cards, which are all about, remembering that shame is of the ego. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, that you don't want to be revealed, it's like coming out of denial, that you feel kind of like, ew, do I do that? That's that seeing a pattern. But the fact is that that's just your small self, and there's so much more to you than that. So just remember, that's only a tiny part of you that could get triggered this week. Okay, now let's look at Cancerians. Let's see, for the Cancer personality. Now we are looking at, again, Call of the Muse. Mark and I must be doing something together. Oh, come on. So that's funny. So Mark, pay attention. So Call of the Muse, Cancers, you are having the time of your life. You are so artistic and creative, and you are having fun. And there's this whole dancing quality to entering into the week with, whoa, what's happening? And you're tuning in. So that's card number 31. And then card number 10, it's Close Encounters. It's about intimacy with others. So it's interesting. My husband's an Aries, I'm a Cancer, so we both have the same first 2 cards, right? So what am I getting out of it? The royal me, the royal you, sorry. It's not about me, it's about all of us that are Cancers. Okay, so card number 16 is the energy, the third energy of identity. And the royal you is about dignity and self-respect and worthiness. So for the Cancers, you are worthy of all the good that you are creating for yourself and co-creating in your life with others, because it's the relational card is card number 10. you can do this and you deserve it and you are worthy. And just because, right? And so it's really about your sense of self and being comfortable and calm and being true to yourself too. So the royal you is about that sovereignty within you, to think for yourself and to feel proud of who you are and to work with self-respect. Now let's take a look at Leo. So let's see the Leo personality. Okay. Leo personality. So broken open is a bit of the grief, a grand symphony, and endless possibilities. So this is quite interesting. So Leo is coming to terms with this week loss. And the kind of loss could be the parts of yourself that you know don't fit with you anymore. Sometimes, when you're aging, you start to realize there's certain things that are just not available to you anymore. So how do you redefine yourself? Because a grand symphony is how do you redefine yourself with others in the grand symphony of life? And this is actually necessary for you to let go, because with the letting go comes endless possibilities. And that's card number 38. And that relates to your intuition, but also your connection to the divine matrix and how it works on your behalf. So opportunities come when you let go what doesn't work. And that's for Leos. Okay. Now let's look at Virgo. I love doing these, and every time I say a sign, I think of one or two of my friends. So Virgo is a week for you to shine through and really trust your intuition and get grounded. So we have shining through is card number 30. It represents the fifth energy of expression, etc. So this is I shine on behalf of the divine. And then we use our intuition with seeing beyond. That's card 36. That's related to that third eye. And it really is also about how you can trust what you tune into. And the information that comes in may be illogical, but boy, oh boy, it's accurate. And then here it's feeling very, very grounded in the material world, which is excellent for Virgos. You're an earth sign, so having that earthy quality, that first card, earth magic, being grounded, that should be what you focus on this week, is staying grounded while you are intuitively sharp. Now let us look at Libra. There we go, Libra. Libra, waking the lion, and smoke and mirrors, and card 49, willing release. This is a surrender week for you, Libra. Card number 19, which is the third energy of identity, waking the lion, is about courage. So it really is about trusting that you can be brave in the face of confronting yourself about what is untrue for you. So this is a self-confrontation week, doing some inner work, right? So card 42, smoke and mirrors, it's also seeing through kind of the BS of other people also, and having the courage to let go. Like willing release is releasing others also and releasing them into the hands of the divine. And like this is also about I have no control over other people, the kind of subtleties that like hidden agendas that other people might project on you, etc. And this is really I let go. And it's also about not buying into it. The release is beautiful because you're saying, this I'm surrendering to God. I'm surrendering this to the universe. This isn't mine to work with. I'm going to give it away. And it's about attachment. Let go your attachments this week. This is your definitely need to let them go. Okay. Now let's take a look at Scorpio.
Was that just Libra?
That was Libra. And after Libra comes Scorpio. It is what it is. Number 6, card number 44, Divine Matrix, and card 34, Opening to Discover. So it is what it is in the first energy, which is the material world, where you look at things for face value. And that's exactly what you're meant to do this week. Scorpio, just see it as it is. Don't make up stories around it. Know that every single aspect of another human being has the divine matrix within it. So this is also about surrendering to your relationships and saying, you know what, I can't change this person. I just have to accept who they are and deal with them accordingly, as opposed to, I don't like this about this person, blah, blah, blah. It also is about accepting life on life's terms, as well as recognizing that there is a spiritual component to all of life, even the parts that you're not crazy about. Now, the beauty of this week as well for you is in the fifth energy of expression, which is opening to discovery. So this is a week where you are going to learn new things and you're open to it. You're in that experiential energy of like, yeah, I want to learn. I want to know beyond what I see in front of me, what else is there. And this is a beautiful week for exploring relationships with other people and finding new things out about them. Oftentimes we project our vision of what another person is, and we miss the bigger picture of who they are. Now we're looking at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, a powerful move, body and soul, and exposed and revealed also. So, for the Sagittarius personality, we have strategy, right? But the strategy is really about these next two cards. And this is about self-care. So your strategy is about self-care and about coming out of denial. In this case, exposed and revealed is about the vulnerability that you may feel when you have revealed something about yourself that you wish you hadn't, but that you could change. So that's the whole point of this, is that maybe you have not taken as good care of yourself as you wanted to. Maybe that you haven't really completed the things that you said you would. Because the strategy this week is to make sure that you're well taken care of so that you can repair the bridges, mend the fences, and clean up what is revealed to you needs help. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to look at Capricorn. Capricorn, a higher view. Number 44, also smoke and mirrors, and the uncharted sea. So if we were to look at this together, Capricorn, and we start with a higher view, it's asking for you to be detached. That's card number 41. But it's not the kind of detachment that brings in bypassing. It's much more being in the witness and the observer seat so that you could see things as they are and you aren't getting like your life suction cupped on the end of your nose. And it could be about resentments because smoke and mirrors is all about kind of like how we lie to ourselves and how other people might, like hidden agendas and things that are sticky. And you look into the mirror and all your ego stuff is there. So it's to not beat yourself up for it. Capricorns, don't do that this week. You might see, okay, fine, I was this way, and now I need to change it. Uncharted Sea is getting an opportunity to do things differently this week. So that's also a beautiful card. It's card number 46. So we have two cards that relate to the 6 energy, which brings us into the realm of seeing beyond what is. And then the 46, card number 46 is about your higher spiritual viewpoint. And this is all about stepping into uncharted waters to learn how to express yourself in a higher way, if you will. Here we go. See. Now, and also that is also about illusions, right? The idea that we have illusions about the world and other people and what's in front of us, and it's letting go of those illusions. So it's a nice week for Capricorns. Lots of work to do, but good. Aquarius, here we go. So the Aquarius is moving beyond the ordinary, also close encounters, and exposing. Wow, what are the chances? You guys saw me do all those. I mean, right? I really shuffled those cards. Here we go again. I guess everybody is understanding that there's certain things that get exposed or revealed, and that's a good thing. We want to find out where are the faults in our foundations. Beyond the ordinary for the Aquarian is you're an innovator anyway, so you're able to innovate and to do new things, different things through your relationships with others, because Close Encounters is all about that. So card 45 moves to card number 10 in the second energy of intimacy and connections and relational things. So what gets exposed or revealed is actually just about vulnerability. In this particular reading is that you're going to be vulnerable. And it's okay. So you don't have to be perfect. It's about, looking at the imperfections of yourself and knowing that, hey, you have to give yourself space to change and not to be too hard on yourself. So, or others. That's the other one, not to be too judgmental of others as well. Now we have, last but not least, we have Pisces. So Pisces, here we go. Pisces, the royal you. You are feeling good. A powerful move. And body and soul, excellent. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. You start with feeling sovereign, which means that you know you are yourself this week. You know that you can trust yourself, that you have good self-worth, self-respect, your dignity, your authenticity, all of that is on the table and you are comfortable in your skin. A powerful move comes from that, which means the decisions that you make when you feel worthy and you feel like settled in are good ones, right? So you have a week to make good decisions. Well, guess what the decision is? The self-care card. Number 5, body and soul. So in the first, you have to take care of your body, of your spirit, you have to have self-care as a practice. So this is a great week to start something like that. You could start a wellness program. You can really start something, a yoga class, whatever it is. But whatever it is going to be, it's going to support you. And it's all about supporting yourself as well. All right, everybody, don't forget a special online event is coming with me and John Holland called Mystical Connections. I hope to see you there. It's a couple hours of amazing mediumship and readings between the two of us, and people always walk away amazed, even me. Anyway, hope to see you. There's a link somewhere there, and talk to you next time. Okay, if you liked this video, subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I love to read your comments, and share this with your friends, and I hope to see you at the event, October 21st, online, me and John Holland. Take care.